Hello everybody and happy Friday. It is Wine Friday, but I don't think it matters what you're drinking. Wine, water, spiked apple cider, it's all good. That's what mine is, spiked apple cider. Most delicious, very good warm or chilled, doesn't matter. Today I have an amazing upside down project. This is our Merry Christmas and Happy New Year transfer stencil, reusable silk screen stencil. And we are going to create a magnificent piece using this. I will also be sharing with you our 18 by 18 box frame, which is the same surface that I used for our adorable hot cocoa sign. If you recall, this is the hot cocoa sign, but we're using the back because it is double-sided. And so we're going to be showing a pretty cool trick to using both sides. I have often showed double-sided things as like seasonable, like season and then next season, so that you can get more use out of it, like Halloween and then fall, or fall and then Christmas, or Christmas and then neutral. Okay, so hot cocoa is very neutral. You can be displaying this now. You can have a little hot cocoa bar set up. You could set it out just for decor. After Thanksgiving or whenever you put up your, this can also be January after Christmas. When you put up Christmas, then you can flip it. So that's what we're going to be showing you. I am going to be using it's one giant wood cutout. Now this is from our woodcut shop, but that's okay. You can get this weekend, starting right now as we go live, on sale till Sunday at 11:59 p.m. in the woodcut shop. There is a link right in the description of the video for both the supplies that I'm using from Couture and the supplies from the woodcut shop. But I have to tell you, this sale ends Sunday, and the 18 by 18 box frame, as well as the Merry Christmas and Happy New Year transfer, are currently while supplies last and low quantity. This box frame is low quantity and will not be restocked. We are not ordering more of these. It was a one-time order only, and they allowed us to have it until we sold through it, and it's about gone. So I'm telling you, we found out a day or two, maybe 2 days ago, about those being low quantity, which means they only have like a week or two left. I would hurry because we know they're not going to be restocked, and we love our big sized boards. And after that, we don't have a physical board that size. So sale ends Sunday at midnight, and these are low quantity. Grab them while they're available. Otherwise, it'll be sad, sad day. Hi, Carolyn. Happy Friday. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jane. And Rain Freak. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. My little buffalo check today. It's a blustery day. It's very windy and cloudy, and it's not that 74 degrees we had yesterday. It's in the 50s, and rain and snow are coming. So I felt like a little more wintry mix of clothes today, but I have my adorable leopard print tumbler here with my spiked apple cider. Okay, let's go ahead and show you what we have as far as tools and supplies going. I can kind of clear a little bit of that. Okay. I am going to remove the box frame from this area because we're going to focus on these two pieces. I am going to paint them. They're going to be different colors. We're going to do our lighter color first, which is going to be, this one is going to be white. And then we're going to paint this one a vibrant red. So I'm going to go ahead and get my white. This is just about done as far as chalk paste goes. I think I might be able to utilize what's in here. I had previously put some water in here, so I just kind of like I'm stirring up. After this, I'm sure this actual container is going to be kaput. So, I am not spraying this down with water. You know how I normally do that because I love the whitewash look. I want a little bit more of a vibrant, solid color on here. So that's what we're going for. And don't ask me why I started over there because I really am right-handed and need to be doing this the right way. So I'm just going to keep painting. This will be pretty quick to dry. And don't get me wrong, some of the parts like will be a little bit more kind of distressed looking or whatever, which is fine. I just wanted it a little bit thicker of a color than what I typically do. And and this is gonna be that red, my like barn red kind of well, more like a deep cranberry color actually. Not too like what we normally have, which is our candy apple color. I'm gonna make it a little bit different. I need to see comments right here. Awesome. Hi, Diane. Good morning, or good afternoon. It's not morning anymore. Last night, I'm such an idiot sometimes. I literally was coming out of a restaurant after dinner, okay? It was dinner. I would say maybe 6 o'clock, maybe 5:45, maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I saw someone I knew. And so I was like, hey, actually I saw someone that I thought I knew and I was pretty sure it was that person, but I was walking, they were walking, and I'm trying to like look and then also watch where I'm going. And then I realized it was, and here I open my mouth and say, good morning. And it's 5:30 at night. The sun's going down. It was so funny. I'm like, oh, I'm so flabbergasted or flustered. I don't even know what time it is. But it was funny. Goodness. I do that kind of stuff all the time. All right, so here we go. We're getting to the end of the white. And then we'll set this aside to dry and we'll finish up the other part. I think I need just a little bit more. I'm literally scraping the side. You guys, you can use, those of you who, are super, we are frugal and penny pincher and all of the things. You can use all of your chalk paste by doing exactly what I'm doing. Use it as paint, get it out of there, because when you have like such a tiny amount left, it's easily going to start to dry up because there's like a minute amount. But when you add a little water, you can start using it like this, and you will use the whole entire container, I'm telling you. And these are nice jars. You could clean it out. Hot water is probably the easiest way to clean it out, and use the resealable jar or whatever. Or like if you mix colors, you can put them into a jar. All right, so I'm just kind of making sure that's pretty good. Pretty white. That's what I want for our Happy New Year. Okay, and this jar is done for. So we're gonna set this aside. We're actually gonna trade places. Let that go up there. I will set this down. I'm gonna wash out my paintbrush. I can't talk today either. I guess that's normal for me then, if I can't talk. My brain can never think of all the words. So that's kind of where I'm at for that. Anyway, I still need a hook under my table for my towel to wipe my hands, and I do not have that yet. Let's get a little situated here. Okay, so this is going to be a red background, but not just any red. It's going to be a dark red. I kind of want to match the dark red that I had on the front. I'm going to do 2 scoops of red. It's going to take a bit of red. I mean, it's going to take a bit to do. And then I think we'll start with like half of a scoop of bark, and then we'll see if that is enough. You can also mix it, instead of bark, you can also mix it with black, just to take a little bit of that bright candy, that candy apple red out of it. Yeah, this is looking good. I think that's a good color. Now that I have thoroughly, completely messed that up. So I did about 2 scoops and half of a scoop. So what that means is do 1 part brown bark and 4 parts red. Okay? So easy, easy, easy. All right. Now, I have a wet brush, so let's see. It's still a little bit milky. I probably didn't do a good job of washing it out. Okay, let me see how this is gonna look. Oh, good. That's pretty good. That's a really nice red color. And we can go a little bit faster on here. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Margaret. Mindy, I'm so glad you're learning. It is the best way to learn, is just to kind of watch and take note and kind of listen. I will say the same things over and over that really are important for chalking. And, you know, whatever I'm doing, I try my best to be informative educational, a little bit entertaining, and a lot of like value for ideas and inspiration. By the way, if anybody on here is new, go ahead and comment VIP and I will send you a welcome message with an invite to join my free group. So new. If you're just tuning in for the first time or you've never been able to join before, go ahead and comment VIP. All right, so here we go. I'm trying to make sure I'm going to have enough of this mixed color because if I run out, I'm going to have to mix some more, and it won't be the same color. It will be similar, but probably different. I don't know. I don't want to have to deal with that. And I'm not watering this down so much because I want more of a vibrant color. And when I say vibrant, I guess what I really mean to say is a solid color instead of a wash. Because I do a lot of I love the wood to show through. I love like a distressed look. This I want more on the solid side. And I'm not super picky. It doesn't have to be impeccably solid. As if I were painting with actual paint, acrylic or whatever, or chalked paint, or it doesn't have to be like that. I just want a fairly solid background. It's going to look really good when it's all done. I got to get a bunch of this. There we go. And if you go, because the chalk is super, super matte, if you do long sweeping strokes, you're going to dry out. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose the chalk that's on your brush. So doing smaller strokes is just a little better. You'll get a little bit better coverage, I think. All right, am I going to have enough? What do you guys think? I'm going to get it all. Okay. I just have to spread the love. I keep thinking somebody is upstairs. It's our robot vacuum is noisy as heck, running into things. Not just I got a little piece of something in there. Okay. Good gravy. What are your plans this weekend? What are you guys heading to do? Hi, Linda. Hi, Sandra. Oh, awesome. I love this red color too. It's kind of my thing. I'm not much of a candy apple girl. I'm more of a cranberry kind of a color, especially for Christmas. I will do very non-traditional Christmas colors at times, but this is about my traditional color, if you ask me. I can see that I think I'm going to have plenty of chalk paste, so I can go a little bit heavier and quicker on the rest of this. Should be pretty good. And the benefit of using chalk paste as opposed to an acrylic paint for me is that it's going to dry really fast. The thicker you put it on, the longer it will take to dry. But if you're doing nice and steady, even coats. I keep picking up like lint or stuff like that. Okay. So we are finishing this. There we go. Ooh, I'm excited. This is looking really good. Some of it's already dry, and some of it I just keep picking up lint. Okay, good deal. Smooth is the key. You definitely want a nice smooth finish. Okay, I'm about to finish this up, and I'm going to go back and kind of wipe any super messy glops or spills that I have. Or if I can see through any of it anywhere, I may just do an added little coat here or there. Okay, a little bit over here. Where I was a little bit worried, I'm like, oh, am I gonna have enough? I don't know, but I did. I had enough for the Merry Christmas. Now, if I were doing the entire thing red, I would need almost double because I would have to do the other piece too, the New Year. So think of that when you're doing your thing. If you want the same color and it's just, you know, white, well, that's fine because you've got your pot of white, right? But if you're doing a color like I'm doing, you're going to want to make sure you make enough to do, and I did 2 full scoops with the stir stick. So 2 full scoops, and then another half scoop of the brown bark, the bark. I gotta be careful about what I call it. Okay, now I'm gonna take my paper towel and I am just going to look for all of my like goopy, whatever I've done, right? You could flip it over, check out the back. I'm gonna grab like a little, this is kind of a cross between a toothpick and a toothpick and a Q-tip. It is wood, but it has a little bit of cotton there on the end. And I bought them by the like 1,000 because they're so inexpensive. And they're great for this type of thing, but also cleaning up any little messes that you might have like after chalking. If you have like, oops, it bled a little, I'm going to use my little wooden Q-tip to take care of that. Okay, probably have one more round of scooping out to do before I fully dry it. Okay, good deal. Okay, now I do want, this is pretty dry, so I'll set that aside. I'm gonna pop this up top and I'm gonna wash this. I'm actually just gonna spray it with some water. That's all that's in there is water. I'm gonna grab my board eraser and just start washing it off. So I'm getting my red and my white cleaned off of here so that I can finish the project. Cheers. Every time we take a little sip. Okay. Good. Okay, so this weekend, I asked you guys what you guys are doing. We are putting on a live sale tomorrow. It's going to be inside the group. So if you aren't a member yet, you're going to want to get in there. We do have transfers and kits and little odds and end things that are going to be in the live sale. We have some giveaways and stuff like that. Play a little game. Let me get this dry. I need 2 hands. Okay. I mean, not 2, but I need 4. I need more. And get it off of me. Red everywhere. Let's dry this real quickly. If you haven't tried this yet, any of the Couture products that I use, go ahead and comment sample, and you can get a sample kit. It's a little mini kit. I don't understand what's going. I don't know if it is my outlet or my tool. I feel like I have to be very mindful of how I hold this. That's so weird. But comment sample if you would like to try a sample kit. All right. I think it's this. I just am hearing footsteps and everything. All right, the base is dry for sure. Let me go ahead. That's definitely dry. Okay, perfect. Now, we're going to, I'm going to wax this, both pieces. So, a good habit is to do your lightest color first. I just want to see what on the bottom is causing right there. Ooh, there's a lot there. Okay. And right here. I know this is wet and it's the back. It's not going to matter. I just need to see what's still wet and wipe it down. If you are at home creating this, you do not need to be like I am. I am creating a finished project in a very short amount of time with you watching. And so it's important for me to have certain things dried so that I can move through all the steps. You can, you can let it dry at your own pace or whatever, if that makes sense. Mindy, that is a good point, but my particular tool is called a quick dry tool. It's not a heat gun. it doesn't produce heat. It blows air. And so it just has the motor inside, and there's 2 speeds of air, low and high, and it does not produce heat. The only like warmth that it would have is because of like the motor naturally getting a little bit warm. It's not a heat gun. And so yes and no. Like, it's a little different. I've also been using it for years, like every day. So there's that. I just took a little bit of our surface wax, and I'm going over this because it is a wooden surface. I did not paint it with acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is basically and essentially plastic. So an acrylic paint over wood that's not sanded off or anything like that, that is just a paint cover, is going to be great for chalking. Wood with chalk over it, wood that is distressed or sanded in any way after it's been painted, that is going to be a porous surface. When you have a porous surface, especially wood is natural. It's fibrous. It has fibers. Those little teeny tiny microscopic fibers are going to come off the wood and stick to your transfer. We want to eliminate as much of that as possible, and we want a nice smooth surface. Okay, that is really nice. Now, no matter how much you dry your chalk paste, as you sand it, you can like pull off some of those pigments and colors. And that's why I always do the lighter color first, so that I'm not taking, I might pull up some red on here and then transport it to the white. This will give me a chance to, the wax that's on here that I'm using will kind of dry over time, and then eventually that color isn't fresh on the top anymore, and it won't rub into any future projects. But I'm just mindful of that. Happens a lot if you paint something black or a color, you can pick it up with your wax. All right, so I have a lot of wax that's kind of on the sides here. I'm gonna get that out of there. By just kind of picking that out. Just because I don't like the look. You can easily get rid of it by applying a little bit of warmth. It melts super fast. Okay, good deal. The other thing you don't want is a nice chunk of wax on your transfer. You want this to be as smooth as possible, and sometimes if nothing broke. Sometimes that means just buffing with a fresh cloth to get it all smooth. That looks really good. Okay. And you can kind of tell because it's a little bit shiny. All right. Now, okay. You guys, I have a question. I just got a brand new gold chain. Brand new. Not cheap. Which makes me the most mad. And it's right here on my necklace. And it pulls my hair. I am losing so much hair every day because of this necklace. Very expensive. Gold chain pulls my necklace. What do I do? What do I do? It's killing me. Like I don't have a lot of hair. I don't have a lot of hair to lose. What do? I am super, like, stressed about it. All right, we are getting, ooh, this is a little. I got a spot over there that was like not sticky, but like tacky. And you don't want that. You want it smooth. Okay. Good deal. All right, now, a couple things that you can do. You can leave it like this and just line it up as best you can. Having direct light is gonna help immensely to line it up. Putting a light board underneath it is gonna help immensely. If you have a light board this large, I do. I found mine. I'm so excited. So I can grab it and line it up like that. It'll be a lot easier. Yes, Mindy, that is a chalk couture. That's I wondered if that would work. If I could do just that back part, if that would work. They're expensive though. Okay. So I can get that light board and put it under here. I'm gonna go ahead and write back on this part of the sheet so that I know. I'm gonna peel. When you have a transfer this big, do not lift it up. Do not peel the transfer off. Peel the backer sheet off of the transfer. You'll understand why. It's so big. It's hard to maneuver with just one person. Now I'm going to fuzz this. This is a Chalk Couture fuzzing cloth. One side is terry cloth for fuzzing your transfer, putting a little bit of lint on there. It'll wash off with water. And then the other side is a microfiber side, which is going to be like a drying tool, a clean dry, right? Without lint, without fibers. You can dry your boards as well as, you can wipe off like our reusable surfaces, like our gallery boards, the 8-in frame boards. All right, now I fuzzed that. I'm gonna go ahead and, this is what you don't want to do. You don't want it to stick to itself. If you do get it stuck to itself, take it to the sink and start running cool water and very slowly peeling it apart. You just don't want to stretch that. So I'm going to see if I can even get this remotely close. And remember, this is wood cutout that was handmade for this transfer, but that doesn't mean all right, I feel like I need to go get my light box. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my light box real quick. It's not a light box, it's a light pad. Just so that I know that I've got this going. It's just right over here. Because it really helps to see through. If I get real close up, it's kind of hard to see a dark surface. If I was doing the white, it's going to show up way easier. I wouldn't necessarily need this. So let me do this carefully. Okay, so just by putting this under here, I haven't even turned it on yet, but likely after it's been sitting for a year without being used is not going to be charged. Have you guys used one of these? It's pretty cool. I'm gonna plug that in. This is called the Caterpillar Glow, and I'm just gonna plug this cord in. There we go. All right, so we've got this. Okay, bye. All right, now it's glowing. It's also stuck on my thing. Okay. This is a sticky. There, we can make it even brighter. Okay. You have to look at all the parts at the same time. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can line this up underneath. There we go. Okay, so we have our Happy New Year at the bottom. We have our Merry Christmas at the top. And I'm gonna chalk the top white and the bottom black. All right, so you can use a couple different tools. I'm actually gonna show you our angled squeegee, and likely I'm gonna probably pull out the regular small squeegee as well. You can spread a lot of paste this way in a quick amount of time. So many of my projects we use the mini squeegees because they're like an average size, much smaller than anything that I'm using here today. but you could see how quickly that spread. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more paste on here. There we go. So this is called the angled squeegee. If you've been around for a while, you may have used, or you may have, the original angle squeegee. This one is a little bit different. It was redesigned. It's a little skinnier. And it's got the angles so that you can use, because it's got that long one. It also has some smaller angles. This is the beveled angle though. So that makes it, the beveling for sure, makes it a little bit easier. Okay. Last little bit. I'm just gonna wipe that off. There we go. Okay. Oh, I completely forgot this entire section up here. Silly me. Okay. Nice and smooth. There we go. Make sure there's no lines. Good deal. And again, you can just kind of scrape off that extra right in there. So far, so good. What type of clasp? It has the lobster claw clasp. Now I'm going to do the Happy New Year. We're going to do this in black, but I'm going to use the small squeegee. This is not the black I want. You guys, I have the new Meghan Trainor song just stuck in my head. Where's my black? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna press this down and I'm gonna do little bits at a time with my small squeegee. Just gonna go top down. Okay. Same over here. We're going to go top down. You want to make sure there aren't any air bubbles. And this is not quite smooth, and so I'm a little bit like worried about air bubbles. The reason why it's not quite smooth is because it's kind of bumping that top wood cut. Also, using our black chalk paste, I do want to tell you that the black, the candy apple, like the dark purple, anything that's like a really darkly pigmented, heavily pigmented color, you're gonna want to be kind of careful. It can be a little bit juicier than our other colors. And what that means is it could run more easily than, let's say, our white chalk paste. doesn't necessarily ever run. That has no pigment in it. It's the thickest of our paste. They're very, very similar consistency, but this just tends to have a little bit more viscosity. Okay, we are getting to the very end. And we're gonna peel that. Oh, I sure hope that's not dry. Oh, I didn't even think to peel this. Now I'm gonna be sad. Oh, you guys don't ever do what I just did. So I just literally was like, it's the driest of our chocolate. It's gotta be peeled right away. So I just allowed this to dry on the silk screen without thinking. I am going to take a tiny bit of our fine mist sprayer and just lightly coat that, and I am going to carefully try to reconstitute without making a huge mess. Oh, this could be awful. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. This is not what I intended to do, but I'm teaching you a vital chalk lesson. Do not let your chalk dry on your silk screen. Don't do it. And honestly, this is a mistake. This is a legit, I mean, I've been doing this for over 5 years. There's no reason why I would make a rookie mistake like this. What I usually do, if this happens, is simply turn it into more of a distressed look. Okay. Actually, not bad. Any little bits like that, I'm going to teach you how to clean that in just a second. I need to pop this into my water bucket. And I'm gonna add some more water to it. Okay. Holy buckets. I actually think I saved it. We're gonna get it dry. Once it's dry, we'll take care of any little issues. I no longer need this. I'm gonna turn it off and slide it out. I'm just gonna set it over there for good measure. Okay. Hoo doggy. Now, black looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and start drying it. I love that none of you are like, catching all my mistakes, and like sometimes I'll be talking to someone and be like, don't you need to peel it? Don't you need to peel it? Yes, thank you. And another cool thing is you can intentionally distress it. So I can take my sanding block and kind of go across edges and make it look like I'm gonna distress everything. Okay. That is good. Let's trade places. This is probably completely dry. All right, let's take a poll real quickly. Comment right in the comments. Just tell me if you think I should distress it all, make it look distressed on purpose, add that into the decor piece, or should I go back and touch up the little white pieces that are, there's a lot that are a little bit distressed, and there are some that are a lot distressed. Just tell me in the comments if you think I should just distress the whole thing. There's actually a little bit here too on the black, and it looks kind of cool. I can hold it up so you can see what I'm talking about. It looks kind of cool. And I don't know if I'm totally convinced that it wasn't meant to be. Well, it probably isn't. For sure, Mindy. Jen, 100%. That is one of the things. So when I first started doing tutorials live, so many people were like, how can you do them live? That is too much stress. What if something goes wrong? And things have gone wrong for years, right? Like, I've been doing this for years. There are times when everything is perfect, and there are times when things go wrong because of something I did or something I didn't even know was going to happen. And then we learn from it together. That's the thing. You have to know that any craft, any art form is like human and personal, because nothing is perfect in the handmade world. Everything has its own personality, right? Everything. Sandra, we are going to be attaching them onto our box frame back. The backer, let me show you. If you need to like get an idea if we should do distressed. I will tell you that there's so many parts that would need to get touched up. It will be quite a bit of work. It'll take me a few minutes for sure on this one, because I'll show you. This is a big one, but little. Hi, Marlene. Mary, Agnes, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of like purposefully distressed, which I like that. Some of this is not. Yes, I am teaching you to roll with the punches. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the little bits that are naturally distressed alone. And I'm going to just touch up the parts that are a lot distressed. So I think I'm good with the black. Shoot, I used the wrong lid. I'm just going to grab my white chalk paste and a skinny little, so this is the little 1/4 inch brush. Mind you, this is dry brush directly into chalk paste and dry surface. And we're just going to paint with it a little bit. I don't want too much on my brush at one time because paste is not paint. It's not self-leveling. It won't give you that nice smooth finish if you are trying to paint with it without water. It just won't. It will be very bumpy and unsmooth. So, knowing that going in, you take a little tiny bit at a time on a dry brush. It has to be a dry brush because water activates the chalk. So I am just going to make it so that it looked intentionally distressed. I'm gonna just fix the big areas where there's a lot of red showing, but the way I'm doing this will blend it in. And, oops, there are skinny areas that might need an even smaller brush. And by that, I mean, you're gonna have to go, grab like a little teeny artist brush, real small, and do that. And I have a couple areas that the white got on the red that I'd like to touch up as well down here. So these are all my thoughts for the day on touching up. And when push comes to shove, you guys, this is going to look good no matter what. Especially if you allow it to have a little bit of that natural distress. Okay, now I'm going to dry this so that I don't make any mistakes on anything that's wet. I started over here. Yeah, I think it looks great distressed. Now I have some here that I would like to get off, which you can try two things. This is important. You can try to add red to cover it up, but that's my custom red color, which I've already cleaned out the red. Or you can try to kind of erase the white. So I'm going to spray a little water into my little dish. Okay. I'm going to use my little Q-tip thing. And I'm just going to try to erase with a little bit of water. An actual Q-tip works great. However, you cannot always get a fine point. I do buy the makeup Q-tips that have the very fine tip, but they are only fine for like one use, like one pass, and then they kind of push down. Something that is helping me, and this is important for you guys to know, Something that is my friend when it comes to fixing mistakes is wax. When you have your coat of wax on your surface, legit, it gives you a little play to wash off color because it is a coating that is in between your surface and that chalk. And so you can kind of get that chalk off and leave the behind coat on. So let's see. Let's see if I can get this a little bit. Okay, good deal. There's one more area up here. I'm just gonna gently go back and forth till it's pretty good. But when you're removing stuff that's dry, water is key, okay? If you're removing paste that's wet, let's say I just peeled it, the white is wet and I have a drip, I will remove it with a dry Q-tip because it's wet itself. Now, something that is not so easy to do, but I'm gonna attempt it anyway. I have some extra black here that kind of bled down. I kind of want to try to get it off of the white, but getting black off of white is like a huge feat. Not gonna lie. I'm better off going in and painting that white over it. I'm gonna dry that. Dip into my white again. And just cover up that black ever so carefully. Ta-da. Okay, looks pretty good. Oh, awesome, Cat Mom. Yeah, I am addicted to the cutouts. Okay, now we have this set. What I'm gonna do next is attach. We're going to attach. All right. I have been telling you about my struggles with hot glue behaving itself. It hasn't been. So I have been using this two glue method. One is a long set glue that has to dry to be permanently set. Then I also use the hot glue to quickly set it so that it will be attached and kind of stay so that my other glue works as it dries. Now, I did, there are a couple different glues. This is just Gorilla Glue. Works really well. You could get wood glue. You could also use E6000. Is that what it's called? I'm maybe it's Z6000. I don't know. I'm making up words right now. What is happening? Okay. am singing, just know that I'm singing Meghan Trainor in my head to you all. And I'm dancing in my head. That's what happens when I drink apple cider. That has a little caramel vodka and a little, what's that cinnamon stuff called? Yeah, it's got all that. Okay. E6000, Wendy. Yep, you got it. That's what I have, but it's over there, so I'm just using my Gorilla Glue. For this, I'm literally going to glue it on top of this red. Like this red is just going to be like a highlight ribbon on the back. Often I will like just put the Merry Christmas and do like a bow right here, but not today. Today I'm doing something new. So I kind of love this idea. I need to make sure that's gonna stay down. So we are going to have that ready for this. It is time to go pick up Easton from school. So we are going to finish this in a hurry. I have a minute, but I can snooze one time. But it is Friday, so I definitely don't want to be late. Those teachers want to get home and have their weekend on, right? Get started. Okay. I need another glue stick. H. Okay. Fast, fast, fast. We're just going to press and hold. Press and hold. It does have strong fumes. It does. And the Gorilla Glue does not really. You are correct. But it does work well. Okay. Now, we're going to go back. Now, remember what I made a couple weeks ago. Here's the front, my hot chocolate sign, hot chocolate bar, hot cocoa bar, whatever, hot chocolate. And here is our voila. Hold on. I got to get straight. There we go. Isn't it cool? It just pops. It's vibrant. It pops like because of that double color, right? 'Cause the background is the wood and then we've got the color and then the pop. Very cool, I think. I love this with the cutouts. The cutouts, of course, are on sale till midnight Sunday. So go till 11:59 p.m. Sunday. Link is in the description. Surface and transfer, linked in the supply list. Also the colors I used. If you already have the colors, just delete them out of your cart. You don't have to do that. If you already have the tools, delete them out of your cart. I did show you that angled squeegee to do the bigger surface. And voila. Voila, I should say. There you go. So, hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Happy weekend to you. Friday is my favorite day. I'm super excited. Cheers. I really did not even drink a whole drink, just so you know. There was like tiny bit in here. So I can go get my son. I have to be careful. questions, comments, concerns, send me a message, comment in there. If you have not joined my group yet, go ahead and comment VIP. I'll send you the link. Have an amazing weekend, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching through the learning experience. And I'll be back here Monday. Actually, don't forget to join in the group for the live sale tomorrow, 6 to 8 p.m. in Creative Sarah VIP Cafe. That live sale is going to be a party from 6 to 8 p.m. You can only get there to be part of the group. So comment VIP to get your group link. Get in there for that party. Tomorrow night, 6 to 8 p.m. Giveaways, freebies.